Hello everyone, my name is Mika and we have a very special video today or a very special recording because this ukulele that I'm holding in my hand is pretty much two giant companies in both their own respective worlds coming together and creating a really awesome collaboration such as this. We're joining the Disney company with the Kamaka Ohana or the Kamaka family instrument, joining these two and creating something quite magical, as Disney likes to put a lot of things, very magical. And this creation is one of those ukuleles that you take a Kamaka HF3 model, which is like your factory kind of made model, with all the Hawaiian koa, especially this one, really nice Hawaiian koa. And you take a giant company like Disney and you create something special like this, which is essentially you have the Disney movie, the Lilo and Stitch. You have the famous Stitch 626, I believe, character here on the fretboard in recon stone, along with these seems like plumeria flowers here on frets 3, 5, and 7. Also with the nice light color blue recon stone KK on the top. And again, the reason why this ukulele is so special is because, again, like I mentioned, Kamaka is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, ukulele companies in the world. They've been making ukuleles since 1916, which ironically, they've been around longer than Disney. It's one of those things where you think Disney's been around forever, but Disney started essentially about 7 years later, officially on the record books in 1923, which brings me to another point of why this ukulele is so special. This ukulele is pretty much commemorating 100 years of Disney, being out there from 1923 to the year 2023. So this is like the Disney 100 kind of series where they came together and collaborated with Kamaka Ukulele, and you can see here on the inside, half of the sticker is the Kamaka Ukulele sticker, and then the other half is the Disney 100, stating where this ukulele was from and all the good details. But so anyway, you're having a huge company like Disney approving and greenlighting something like this is very magical, because Disney, with such a big company, I can't imagine how many hoops and hurdles you have to go through to approve something, greenlight it, and actually make it come to life. But for Kamaka, it must have been an incredible opportunity to work with Disney and to create something magical like this. And another way you can think about it too is like Kamaka, it's a family-run business from 1916. I think they're like on generation 5 right now as we speak, and they're going to try keep it going as long as they can. And Disney, with the family of characters and all the magic and happiness created through the century, there's just so much of this kind of collaboration kind of thing going on. So I thought it was very fitting that they went ahead and used Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, because I believe one of the famous quotes from Lilo and Stitch, or from Stitch from himself, is Ohana means family, and family means no one gets left behind. And Ohana is family in Hawaiian. So I think it's a very fitting character to go ahead and put as a Disney collaboration kind of model ukulele. And what makes this ukulele very unique as well as very difficult to obtain is that you cannot find this ukulele anywhere in the world. You literally have to fly to the island of Oahu here in Hawaii, drive in traffic, hopefully not driving traffic, to the west side of the island, to the Ko'olina side of the island, and you're going to go ahead and stay at arguably what I've been told hearsay at the Disney Aulani Resort Hotel, which is, I've heard that it's one of the nicest hotels or resorts out there. Of course, and it's by Disney. I've been there many times. I used to gig there, so it's a very beautiful property, awesome for kids. You guys can take notes if you have a family and you guys are huge Disney fans. You guys absolutely have to go to Disney Aulani. This is not sponsored by them. This is just speaking from my own opinion. But yeah, no, it's a wonderful place. And essentially you go there, you stay the night, you take an ukulele class, one of their classes, and you might get lucky and they might have some kind of ukulele available. You might have an opportunity to get something, really unique like this. However, there's only 100 of these made. In fact, there's only 99 because I'm holding one right here. So there's really only 99 of them out there, minus this one. But yeah, there's not going to be one more or one less of that. So this is one of those just really, if you're a Disney fan, Disney lover, this is just one of those like magical instruments. And if you're watching this, it probably means you love ukulele just as much. So if you're a Disney fan, it's one of those, like, this is just a special ukulele. And one last thing that I want to go ahead and mention is that, I am a private instructor. I have private students, and essentially, like Mika, when you have a family one day and you have kids, and they're gonna grow up to like Disney, like our kids, you're gonna come to realize that when you go to Disneyland or you stay at the Disney Aulani Resort, that one of the Disney things to do is to hide like little Mickey stamps all over the place, and I never realized it until like I kind of met up with them and they're like, "Hey, look, it's a Disney sticker." I'm just like, I walked past it. I used to gig here. I never saw stuff like that. And you start pointing out all these little things. So of course, Disney being Disney, they had to do a little bit of that kind of magic. And essentially, if you look on the inside of the instrument and you look right in this area, there is a little hidden Mickey in the ukulele. So of course, it's one of those things like, oh, look, a Disney ukulele. And then you're like, oh, there's the hidden Mickey. You wouldn't even think to see it until I told you about it. So again, this is probably my 6th time saying this. This is a very special ukulele. It's awesome that Disney and Kamaka joined forces to make something very special. The ukulele is the instrument of happiness, and Disney is, you know, creating a lot of happy memories for so many generations, old and new, or old and young. So here's a sound sample to try to capture the moment. So here we go.